guys, this morning I just had it heavy on my heart to start doing this again. I haven't uploaded in a very long time, but it's time that I start. I just finished grad school, and I feel like when I was in that period of going through my education, God was depositing so much into me. And then I also took a sabbatical from serving at church, and it's just been a season of growth, a season of reflection, a season of healing. And today, as I was listening to a sermon, I just had it put heavily back on my heart that those dreams that God gave us before, even though it doesn't seem like this season they're going to manifest, even though it seems like we're in this season kind of almost of this heaviness, that those dreams are still coming to pass. We have to work and we have to move on His timing, because our timing just doesn't equate to what He wants to bring when He wants to bring it. When we want to be in control of stuff, when we want to kind of just force God to do what we want, when we're in our prayer closet praying, God, make it happen now, make it happen now, that's likely not when it's supposed to happen. There's much more God has planned for us in a much more intricate way than what we could ever think or imagine. And in this season that I just have been walking through, I've realized that my timing is never right. And when I think I know when it's the right time, it's still not. And so for me personally, as we're going into Lent, yes, I'm not a Catholic anymore, but a friend and I were discussing earlier that God just sometimes puts things on our heart that maybe aren't part of our normal religious practices, anything like that. And I feel like in this season of Lent, in this 40 days before Easter, before we get to celebrate the resurrection, that it's a time to celebrate the Lord, to get in deep relationship with the Lord, and not just make it for the season, but to set it up for an eternity of being in His presence. Not to be distracted daily from the things of this life, but instead to make it a point to consecrate ourselves and to get in right relationship with Him, just like we would our best friends, just like we would our spouses, just like we would our family. Because ultimately, who is the Lord? He is our best of best friends. He is the one that we married first before we found our spouses, and He should still be that person in our lives. And if we aren't making the proper time for Him and we're putting everything else above Him, those things have then become an idol, and they are distracting us from the full breadth of what He wants to impart to us. And those God-sized dreams that He gave you before might not have an opportunity to manifest if you can't hear what He's trying to whisper in your ear. When we have become distracted by the world and by our duties and by the things that we so often get distracted by, it creates a wedge between our ability to be able to listen to that still small voice, that still small whisper, where He is ushering in the things that He wants us to do to have those blessings occur. And no, not in a prosperity type of way, but in the way that He is a Lord of blessings. And when we are obedient to His call, though there may be trials, those blessings still will come, because we are His children. We are a part of His kingdom, and He wants what is good and right for us. And when we are able to tune we're able to tune our ears to His voice, we're able to understand each directive step that He's trying to give to us. So in this season, I just wanted to encourage you, as I also am doing this, to just sit in His presence more often, listen for His voice, and see what He wants you to do, so that you can also usher in those God-sized dreams that He put on your heart so long ago. It's not that they're not coming to pass, it's just His timing under His direction. Have a blessed day, you guys.